My parents were divorced when I was 9 years old. I felt that I was obligated to be at both households at the same time, so I would run from one to another. Who should have my love, and who loved me more and stuff, and I was in the middle. And then the lawyers got involved, and so they actually asked me who did I want to go live with. And you can't ask a child that. And so that is where the darkness started. At the age of 15 or 16, I started being introduced to pornography and drugs and a very dark way of life to numb the pain. Over a couple years, I fell deep into that lifestyle. No way out. I felt that I was surrounded, and I felt that's all I knew, and I felt that was all I would ever be, but it got worse. And so the path that I was on, I had watched friends of mine either commit suicide or overdose or die in car wrecks. Through that, something had to change or I was going to be with them. And I knew that I was on a path that led to death and only death. This is your world, you're living in it. Do what you want to do every day. So then it all caught up with me. I got in trouble. Me and my wife had been married for 5 years, and we started dabbling in Covenant Church a little bit and started coming here. And then we learned that, I always thought that I was alone. I always thought that my problems were my problems and there was nobody else in the world who dealt with anything or could ever imagine the severity of my problems. But then I found, a church that was full of people with problems that, and their solution was God. I saw people changed by Him. I saw people who were dealing with problems to give them to Him. And I worked with a few people who were followers of Jesus, and I would watch their life, their day just shred and everything go wrong, and they would shrug it off. Tomorrow's a new day. This will be all right. God's still carrying this. When I decided to give my life to Him, it was almost like weight was just lifted right off of me. I know that I'm forgiven and that my life ahead of me is a forgiven way. And that His suffering was for me and that I did not have to carry all these burdens. I could lay them at the altar and leave them right there. For me to be a man now means to me that I have to lead my family to God. I'm not the provider. God is our provider. He will provide all things that we need, and He will bless us more than we could ever bless ourselves. So for me to be a man is to love my family, show them the love that Jesus has for us, and teach them the gospel and lead them every day to the Father.